Pam, going away already. Have fun. There we go. Okay. Fantastic. Hey, well, good morning, afternoon, evening. What's going on, everyone? Give me a big wave or throw a five in the chats below. Welcome, guys. This is our Warrior Movement onboarding training. So we're going to go through all things systems, scale, lots of cool things. And actually, we're going to get some things done today. So I don't want you to just hear. I want you to take some action, right? Who here's here tonight or today because you want to grow your business? You want to run through our blueprint. You want to be able to move forward. So I'm super pumped to be here with you guys. If we have met before, this is James Zhang, honored to be here. And it's an exciting time for this entire organization because the polls are in. Well, they're not polls, they're standings, but this is officially the #1 team in the world in Partner Co, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. There's 400,000 partners in the world. So it's kind of a big mountain to climb. And the reason I bring that up is not to impress you, but first, it's a huge shout out for everyone. Like that is for sure not a 1-person, 3-person, 10-person thing. It's every single one of you contributing at every single level. Like it's a very competitive thing. But at the same time, to submit by you this, and I know for me, when I first got introduced to this business opportunity, to be very honest with you, I never thought that I would be able to do well here. I remember my first mindset in business was I thought that people became successful in business if they were lucky. I don't know if you guys had upbringings like that. My family, my friends were always the type that said, don't do business. That's too risky. Go get a safe and secure job with benefits. That's a lot more secure. And if those that make money in business, it's because they just, they were lucky. And that's how I got into this business. And it wasn't until I started to realize the truth. And I say this because I think some of us need to be reminded. You might be thinking like how I did, which was, well, business is for some people, but it's not for me. Well, I can see how those people can do well, but not myself. And this is what I realized. The business, especially our network marketing business, is just like the gym. If I were to go to Willie, and Willie's got some big biceps, I can tell. And if I were to tell Willie, hey, the gym doesn't work for some people, it's a scam, Willie would probably tell me that's not true. Would anyone here disagree with me that if you go to the gym consistently, you eat a certain way, you drink water a certain way, maybe you take your body balancing drops a certain way, and you sleep a certain way, who here would agree with me that you're probably going to see some positive changes in your body, right? Yeah, put a yes in the comments below. Like there's no doubt in our minds. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. My question to you is, do you believe that the same about your partner business? I am really asking you because, to be honest, for a long time, I heard these things. I'm like, I don't know. They don't know me. They don't know my situation. They don't know my friends. They don't know what I've been through, which is true, but it doesn't matter because just like the gym, this business is like your financial gym, that if you do the right things over the course of time, then you will succeed. Okay. If you're willing to accept that, put I accept in the comments below. And I bring that up because success is a science. All right. You're looking at somebody now that never thought I would have succeeded at all. And yet now here we are together as #1 in the world. If this guy could do it, shy, nerdy Asian kid that barely had any friends, where all of my best friends, which wasn't many, said, heck no to me in the beginning. I know you can too, but there's a journey, but it's worth it. Absolutely. Imagine you had a life where you could actually go on holiday or vacation, like Pam is right now about to. But what if you loved it so much you didn't have to come back? How nice would that be? Right? It's not about money or time. It's just I can go do what I want to do. What if you had an opportunity where you wanted to contribute and to give to something, and you got to choose if you wanted to or not? Not because you can afford to, but you wanted to. What if your children or your grandchildren came up to you and said, Mama, Grandma, however they refer to you as, can I get this? And you wanted to. And the reason why you gave it to them because you had the ability to. I believe that you can live a life by design. I believe that you can live a life of freedom. I believe it is absolutely worth it because most people in their lives live 40 plus years trying to work somewhere to try to afford a life of freedom. But what they find out is the traditional system typically fails them and they end up with not enough money at the end of the month. They end up compromising on their life. They end up, and not saying that you can't live a great life still, but why don't we just have boundless limits, right? That's what we're here to talk about. So by the way, tomorrow we are going to give a prospecting opportunity, which I would highly encourage you to leverage if you have it. Who here has already been telling people about this call that we're doing tomorrow? It's Thursday morning, Australia, Wednesday evening out here in the States. For the first time ever, Beth has, Adela has, Joanne has. I'm going to give you some tips today on how you can promote this. Nancy has, because I am so certain that if you sit down someone in front of what we have, then they will be excited. All right. In the beginning, I didn't know how to explain it. Now I do. So what I want to do tomorrow is I'm going to present a certain way, which I have not done it this way for 5 to 10 years. But I know that when we present it this way that you're going to see tomorrow, you're going to understand the comp plan. You're going to understand the genius of this business versus other businesses. You're going to see why you want to go ultimate and your people want to go ultimate. You're going to see people getting promoted faster, higher packages, duplication, people launching right away. You're going to see objections that will not be faced anymore. You're going to see confidence and conviction, and you're going to see promotions and a lot of cool things. I promise you that. What you're also going to see is a format that you can duplicate too. All right. This is in Warrior Movement. This is in Wellness 360. We have it everywhere. Lordes, check out those. It's pinned into the featured section. Okay. By the way, we have some scripting. If you look in the Warrior Movement Facebook page, this is our team page. And if you just go to the featured here, we actually have in the caption a couple of scripts. If you want to use them, I just use ChatGPT and you can use that as well too. But a couple different scenarios. So today I've been prospecting all day. I'm bringing on big people. I'm bringing on people that are on my chicken list. That I'm telling you, this is the time to promote that because I don't know how long we're going to do this. I haven't done a live presentation in a long time. Actually, the last time was in Columbus, Ohio, and I had to remember how to actually do it. So we're ready. It is time. It's going to be fantastic. Here's my challenge for everybody here today. My challenge for you is to aim to get at least 5 people confirmed for this call. All right, aim to get at least 5 people confirmed for this call. At least one of them will show up. Some will watch the replay. But if you aim for 5, you can move the action forward. I will equip you with how to do that. But if you're willing to say yes to that before we even get to tonight, put a 5 in the comments below. And some of you are superstars. That's like, I'm not going to do 5. I'm going to do 10. I'm going to do 5 times 5. The more, the better. It's your business. It's your goals. But my promise to you is if you aim for at least 5, you're actually going to get some action. 1's cool. I'm aiming for 5. Okay. I have at least 5 confirmed tomorrow. I know the law of averages. I know some will flake. I know some will get rescheduled. I know some will watch a replay. But out of 5, at least 1 will show up. And that could be your next top money earner. All right. So how do we do that? Well, a couple of things with onboarding. I know we have people of various different types of experiences here. If you are brand new, just know that we have an entire system that is state of the art. It is the best of the best. You'll see tomorrow, I'm going to break it down. I can confidently say that with what we provide to you, people could spend literally $100,000 to put together this business in a box that can scale. Guess what? We get it for $29.95 US, $42.50 AUD, and then some products. You eat your own investment. But we have to know how to utilize the tools that there are. So number 1, if you have not yet been here through your onboarding, this is your homework. We have an entire onboarding system that's automated. So go to this page. If your sponsor should have sent it to you, or you should have got a flag on that on the Warrior page. If not, go through this. First one, go on to this onboarding. We just did a big launch of this. If you've already launched your business through the 7-day launch with the Alice bot onboarding, put a 7 in the comments below. You want to make sure you go through that. You want to make sure you understand that. You want to make sure you learn a lot. I'm telling you, you go through that 7 days, you're going to be ahead of 95% of people in the game. You don't just launch your business. You really learn a lot about social media. I'm just looking at Janine right now. She's been involved in this type of profession for many decades. But even with this, learn some incredible things. Lisa's redoing her onboarding. Good. Awesome. Yeah. Always a good place to refresh yourself with the basics. And if you have any issues with that, just let us know. But you want to make sure that you get that. Okay. Once you have that, well, what else are we going to do? Eva's working on it. Awesome. Let's go. Involved in this, one of the key tools that we give you is what we call boards. All right. Boards is our done for you scripts that'll help you do things like respond to prospects. Because as you go through the onboarding, we'll teach you how to make certain posts, launch your business, get people's attraction, invite people. But the question after that is, at least for me, I'm like, to be honest, a lot of times I didn't want to talk to someone because I was scared that they would ask me questions, and I knew I didn't know a lot, so I didn't want to say the wrong things. Does anyone else have that type of similar fear? Like either I didn't want to verbally vomit, right? Or I didn't want to be caught feeling like I just didn't know, because honestly, I didn't. You don't have to know it all, by the way. Okay. Why? Because when you go through this, then you have in boards. And I'll just run through a couple of places. There's a lot of information here, but let me direct you to the most important ones. The ones that you're going to use the most are in this sell, Slenderx, and accelerate, and sell day and night drops. We have two because there's two versions. The USD and the AUD means there are some number figures in here. Those are the currency that they're in. I'm just going to go through the US flow. So tweak these. You might be in a different market. I'm looking at Willie right now. He's in New Zealand. So he might be selling day and night drops, and he doesn't sell in Australia dollar. So he's going to convert it to New Zealand dollar, right? So what's up, Glenda? Great to see you. What's up? What's up? So let's just say you go through the Slenderx Accelerate. You would have gone through our posts where you tracked market. You would have done what's called the engagement sandwich to get more engagement onto your places. If you don't know what that is, go through onboarding. But number two, you're going to go through replies to posts. Okay. I'm just going to say that we're going to go through links. There's two ways people sell. One, they buy in bulk and sell. Others, they buy and they sell through links. I'm a link person because we travel a lot and we have an international business. We came back from Columbus, Ohio, and on the plane, seems like whenever I'm on a plane, I get sales. So I should fly more. So we got another sale. I'm like, cool. The machine was working, our done for you sales funnel, and it worked. So what are you going to do? Well, let's say somebody likes your post. You'll give them a message publicly. Remember, on a public post, like and comment always, because that boosts your post. Don't give them the information publicly, though. You promote publicly, you sell privately. Did you get that? So don't put your like big flyers out there on public social media. People want to connect with you, and then privately in the direct message or a call or whatever, you can share with them other information. Welcome, Lala, to your first training. With a name like Lala, you have to be happy. That's what I'm talking about. I'm thinking about La La Land. I know you probably get that all the time. Ryan Gosling, if you ever watch that, has anyone watched that movie before, La La Land? It's really good. One of those musicals. I didn't know Ryan Gosling could actually sing. It was like really good. Anyways, not what we came here to do today. So what you want to do first is all of your prospects, Sunny, watch it. You might maybe watch it with a lady. That's a good date movie, by the way. All right. So do this first. One thing that we always want to do to leverage Kelly Smith, one of our $1 million earners and trainers and coaches and leaders in our team, we do a call every day called the income producing activity call. Earlier today in the States, she did a training all about utilizing our prospect groups. So Wellness 360 is that group for us. And in here, you can add everybody that's a prospect. You can add everybody that is a current customer. And what this will do is this will get people in the mix. They can ask questions and they're going to get more support. Okay. So in boards, we say, number one, you can actually add this in and be, hey, take a look at this. You want to make sure that they can get involved in here. Okay. So I'll give you guys an example how we might use this. Sunny Yang, I'm gonna spar with you. And let's say you're my prospect. Hey, Sonny, I saw that you liked my post. Let me send you some information. All right. So I'm going to use that. And assuming I have boards up, usually if it's on your phone, it might be plugged into the keyboard there. Another way to use boards is you can just go to the boards and you could just copy and paste. So I'm going to do this. So you can either send them the direct group, which I will, and yeah, I can also invite them. So if I go to Wellness 360, then I'm going to go to invites. It'll look similar on a phone. Invite Facebook friends. And if you're friends with them, I know, I caught you on your phone. Let's go. He's getting sales right now. So let's say Sonny, he's already in this group. So if he wasn't, then it would pop up. But I can invite him there. He'll get a notification, right? So another thing I can do is be like, hey, join this group for some more information. Cool. All right. So link him there. We can accept him. Moderators will do that. Next step is this. Well, someone asked for information on the drops. What do? I'm going to use this. Be sure to read everything. Remember, these are scripts, but don't just blindly use them. You know, one of the biggest mistakes I made in prospecting early on, I learned through scripts. Scripts are fine. Just don't only read off the script. Like, know what you're doing. So there was a time I was talking to a prospect, embarrassing moment. I literally had my scripts. I was calling him. I went through the script. My friend stopped me halfway. He's like, James, bro, stop. I'm like, what? He's like, are you reading through a script? And I took my papers, literally my scripts in my hand, and I threw them away. I said, no, I'm not. Totally lying. And it was not a good impression because he could tell I was reading through a script and he could tell that I was lying. Anyway, we go through those. Who here's ever had an embarrassing moment in your business? You've done something wrong. Maybe you used one of the scripts and you forgot to change the hey name and you shot name to them. You're like, oh, wait, I'm supposed to put their name into this, right? We all make these things. It's okay. What's cool about messaging is many times you can unsend them now as well too. Let's say I'm doing this though, right? I'm going to copy and paste it. So it says, hey, name. I'm actually going to expand this so it's a little bit bigger. All right. Hey, name. I'm going to change this to Sunny. Hey, Sunny. Thanks for asking about the body balancing drops. They go in your tongue 3 times a day. They help balance your hormones, appetite, digestion, blah, blah, blah. Okay. These look good. For me, I don't use star emojis. That's a little feminine for me. So I might delete that. Here's a link for more information. Put down your email and insert your machine link. Okay. Who here already has your machine link, your done for you customized funnel? Put a me in the comments below. If not, that's through your onboarding. Awesome. Congratulations. You have state of the art stuff. So I have mine and here's mine. All right. I put a little bit.ly shortener thing. So it's not that long thing. However it works, it's up to you. I said, all right, do you want to set? So I'm going to send this. Okay. Why do I do this? Remember, when they see the site, it doesn't give them information right away. So I'll give you guys a view of what this link will look like. So let's say I'm going through here and I'm on this. This is what the prospect will see. It'll say special invite from who you are. It'll say send me info on the drops, and it'll give some other testimonials and stuff. Okay. Remember, their goal is they want to click on this link because you want to grab their email. So that's on the scripting we say, put down your email. I might actually say, click on the button. How to do bit.ly. Joanne, you know what I'm going to tell you? Guess what I'm going to tell you? Put it in the chat. You know, I'm actually going to change this live so we can have this a little bit better. I know. Any tech question, you don't need a James Ng to answer. First, put down your email. First, click on the button that says, send me info on the drops. Send me info on the drops. And put down your email to grab a free hormone balancing protein guide. All right, I want to make this foolproof. So I'll edit this live with you guys. All right. So once he has that, then he's responding to me. So yeah, looks interesting, willing to try it out. At this point, he's like, I'm ready to buy. And you can continue to go through the boards, right? Here's my encouragement to you. Read through the flow, click through it all, see how that works. As you start going through your prospecting conversations, use this as a guideline. They're ordered, do it to the T as it suggests, but do it with intentionality so you understand the flow. Do you have to do exactly what this is verbatim? Not exactly. But my recommendation is until you have proven results, try not to tweak much. Don't reinvent the wheel if you haven't mastered the wheel yet. Okay. The goal, though, is you learn the language so you can start to make it more like yourself and you can start to customize and personalize it. It's meant to be a guideline. Does this make sense? Put a yes in the comments if you're still with me. But we have it all that's in here. Okay. Other things. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's your training wheels, right? Everyone learns this way and it'll be super helpful. We have a lot. There's questions. What do I say about all these questions? Objections about the drops. We have them all in here in that folder as well too. Okay. So that's the standalone. And what's the target? Well, if you're brand new, go ultimate as soon as possible. Get 1,500 points ASAP. If you sold 20 drops, for example, to get to ultimate from scratch, you're going to make probably $1,000 plus. So you can sell your way there. You can get your way there. We do also what's called 10 and 2, 10 customers, 2 partners to start to build your business. And then we're going to start to scale it from there. What I want to show you today, though, is something really cool that we just implemented into the boards to start to recruit more partners. What I found is this. It's really not too tough to get a customer. Use the product, share the product, go through the boards, start to share the testimonials. You're going to see you're going to make money. The second part, though, and the part that's beautiful in this business compared to anything else, if you were to ask me point blank, why do you choose this over real estate, over any other business, over being a medical doctor, over anything? The one thing that I would say is the biggest difference is that this business can give you exponential recurring income. Exponential recurring income. Recurring because when customers buy the product, they keep on buying it. Every time they buy, you get paid. Who here would love it if 10 years from now, you did work 10 years ago, but it still pays you? That's pretty nice, right? That's what we have in this business. We literally have customers 10 years ago that are still buying today that we still make money from every single month. Second, though, the big one, and this was especially helpful for me and encouraging for me because I thought I didn't know a lot of friends. I thought I didn't know a lot of people. I thought that I wasn't that amazing. But you know what I realized? Everybody knows somebody, and they know somebody, and they know somebody. This is a business that can duplicate, that you can recruit someone, that can recruit someone, that can recruit someone. If they sell something, Carol recruited me, I recruited Pam, Pam recruited Tracy. If Tracy then sold something, Tracy's sales are credited towards me, Pam, Willie, and Carol. Just a little bit. Carol, how nice would that be if you didn't even know this person, they were selling and you were making money? I'm like, dang, that's cool. No other business can do that except for partnership marketing. So how do you do that? You have to know how to start attracting some business opportunities. So we just had an amazing training. We have amazing leaders within this organization. Annika Bell, she's a social media guru, branding expert, CEO in a month, leader of the top team in Australia, lots of cool things. Yesterday, she did a little training on what to do to promote your business. So in the Warrior Movement boards, on the very bottom, there's this new folder that says #1 team in social media. What this will give you is a very simple idea to start promoting and what language to use to start attracting people towards your business. So here's the challenge and the prompts. A lot of fun. It says #1 team image examples. What you do, here's some examples Annika made. Write on a piece of paper. I'd encourage a computer paper. #1 in the world, whether you want to use a heart or you want to use a circle or however, there's no wrong way. It's whatever makes sense to you. So I got my piece of paper and I took a picture earlier today. However you want to. Probably good if you're smiling. Just you want to personalize it. All right. So take that photo. Did anyone else already do this? I know we talked about it yesterday, but it's starting to get out there. Our goal is to create a social media buzz and to have some fun with this. Beth already did it. Awesome. Diane already did it. Fantastic. Okay. So here, I'm just going to read what it is that Annika said. Here are some post ideas for you. Don't just copy and paste them. Put you into it, your story, your energy, your truth. Talk about what this business has done for you, how it's helped you grow, what it's given you even beyond income, what it feels like to be a part of the #1 team in the world. Lisa did a story with a short video. Wise. There we go. By the way, throw something in the chat. Let's go build this out together. Answer this question in the chat. How has this business helped you? Whether it's income, whether it's an environment, whether it's friends, whether it's a positive learning place. What does it feel like to be a part of the #1 team in the world? Let's spend a quick minute here and just kind of brainstorm. Just throw something that comes from your heart. The key is authenticity. But what are some of the things for you? Allows you to travel with your family. That's big, right? What else do we have? What else do we have? I might say same thing, right? It's allowed us to travel and still be able to create amazing memories. Rediscover your passion. You know how many people live passionless in life? Income, yeah, confidence, and silence the negative self-talk. That's huge, right? Mental freedom. Let's see, pays for your products. That's huge. That's gigantic. I want partner co-products paid for every month. Friends and community, travel income, retire from nursing. Community, if you're on your own, it's a big thing. I love the community. Confidence, Pradima says, it's a big thing. Huge, especially for her her community. Women in confidence, big. You can play golf all around the world. Bro, you know how many people would love to do that? That is literally what Steven's doing. Helped you become pain-free. Wow. See what's possible with health and prosperity, freedom, encouragement. Health is wealth. Help you being a people's person. Huge. You know, for me, I wanted a girlfriend when I got started. And if I wanted a girlfriend, I needed to learn how to be with people. That's honestly why I got started in this business. Never thought I could make money, but if I could become more personable, great. But that does help you make more money too. Throw away your walking sticks. Come on. So you guys know what to talk about. That's your story. Huge. That's your story. And hopefully that prompted you to come up with some ideas. You know what's great? Most of that is not money related. Most of that's a feeling, right? It's a belonging. It's a joy. It's a happiness. And it can be money too, right? All of them. So use all the above, and that can be in your caption. So let me continue to read through this. People don't connect with perfect graphics or scripts. They connect with you, your life, your wins, your heart. So take the words if they help, but make them yours. This is your story to tell. So what you want to do is you want to take your photo. Okay, write it out, take your photo. I'll give you an example. I did my homework earlier today, and I will post this up today. So we can actually do this together live so you can see how it works. All right, you don't have to overthink it. The goal is have fun. So let me share my screen. Here is my photo. All right, so I made mine. I got my photo there, and now I'm going to come up with some type of caption. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the boards, and I'll show you how I use these. And there's a bunch of scripts here that gives you unique selling points that you can share with other people. Okay. Let's see. Let's read this one. Wow, this is intense. Want to build a business, but have no idea where to start? What if I told you could launch your own wellness franchise, plug into a proven system, be backed by a team that just hit #1 in the world, no guesswork, no tech stress. Wow. And then boom, 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 boom. Lots of cool things. All right. So, for example, I'm probably not going to say, so babe, ... My wife will look to me and she'll be like, what are you doing? So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go to ChatGPT. I highly encourage, I wish I had this tool. This is why I know you can 10x your business really fast. And I'm going to tell chat, for me, I'm lazy, so I like talking to ChatGPT, just like I'm talking to a friend or a coach. I'm like, help me to tweak this following caption to make it more like my voice. This is going to be to promote our business, and I want to invite people to take a look at our six-figure blueprint. All right, so it can transcribe, or you can write it out, however you want to use it. And then I'm going to plug in the caption here, and I'm going to, let's see what it pops out with, okay? All right, here's a version. Want to start a business, but don't want to do it alone? What if you can launch your own wellness franchise? Plug into a proven six-figure blueprint backed by the #1 ranked team in the world. Systems built for you. Boom, 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 boom. These are pretty cool. All right. You guys see how that made that personal? That made it like a little bit more, right? The more you use it, the better it's going to be. So I'm going to take this and let's just go for it. I'm not going to overthink it. And let's make this post. So I'm going to go and thank Sunny for helping. I'm going to take my photo here and let's make this post. Okay, take this and let's paste this in. Want to start a business, don't want to do it alone. I'm going to read this just a little bit more. AI-powered onboarding, trains your team. Okay. I'm going to take out this long dash because I don't type with long dashes. All right. Cool. Let's post. Boom. And then I'm done. All right. And remember, whenever you make a post, engage, engage, engage. So right after this, what I'm going to do is go through my Facebook feed, engage in other people, social media. If you want your stuff to go in front of other people, engage with others more. And that's what I'm going to do too. I'll probably share it to my story as well. So pro tip, repurpose your stuff. So I'm going to click share, and then I'm going to go to my story, and that'll share it to my story. So I can catch who's lurking on my posts, not just liking on them. And boom, now we have a post that's up. Okay. Any questions so far? Any feedback on this? Like, is this something you feel you can do? What it is we just shared with you, right? Put a me in the comments if you're like, yeah, I could do that. Like, okay, I can write a piece of paper. I can take that script and put into chat. I can put this together. Yeah, have fun with it, right? And remember, you're just gonna get better. It's never gonna be one thing that's gonna make or break it, but it's the consistency over the course of time. All right. So let me give you one more thing that I would do for now, like crazy. Remember, there's attraction and then there's action. Attraction and action. Both are super important. But what I'm going to do personally is I want to make sure that I'm in massive action mode right now. Okay. So I'm going to use our big call that's coming. We have one tomorrow, and we have a unique selling point. We have opportunity on our side. So I'm going to go into the post on the warrior movement, our business prospect one. I'm going to go in here. Here's the flyer. What you don't want to do, don't post this flyer on your feed. I wouldn't recommend it. No one's going to join or be interested just from a flyer. The flyer, I just shoot after the fact for information. Okay. But what I do is I will take one of these scripts and I will invite somebody. Let me give you an example. I had this. I'm going to go through my Instagram. I made a list and I thought about who are the people that I really want to invite. Well, I have one of my friends here. She's a fitness trainer. She's amazing. She's my type of person. She's faith-driven, professional, everything. Okay. So what I did is I took this invitation and I looked at which one could make sense. This person, brand new prospect, never joined or bought yet. The second one is current customer. They've used the products, never seen the business. And a third one is a current partner, not very active, but needs engagement. I'm going to use this first one. She's like a newer prospect. I've talked about it before, but I haven't really engaged her in the business too often. And I looked at this and then I personalized it a little bit for this prospect. Okay. So I put myself in it. So what I said is, hey, you're someone I highly regard in so many ways, so I want to share. Not sure if the timing's for you. I thought of you because we're hosting quick Zoom this Wednesday or Thursday, wherever we're at, called Six Figure Blueprint. I know we spoke about various opportunities in wellness space. Timing alignment was off. We're sharing our system that's helped busy, purpose-driven people scale a profitable, impactful business. Totally casual. You can be a fly on the wall. You've been looking for a new way to grow. Let me know. I'll send you the details. If not, I appreciate you. So I took the script. I read it. I thought, how do I talk? And then I sent it. And she said, please send me the details. I respect all you do. I might not be able to tune in, but I'll make sure her husband can tune in. So there's one. Will she come on or he come on? I don't know, but it's one of 5. So if you send out 20 to people that you've had, I wouldn't just cold message people, by the way. I would encourage, these are people you've had some type of engagement in the past 30 days. If you haven't had a recent conversation, I'd start with a conversation. Or, another place to go by, if you look at the posts that you have, who are the ones that have been recently engaging? Here's one pro tip that I always use. When you post, take a look at who it is that's been engaging with you. So let's say I go down to one of these last ones. All right. I'm going to look at who commented. I'm also going to look at who liked my posts. And I'm going to look at somebody that is not a partner and not a customer already. And I'm going to look through here, and you can find some people that might be some good ones to consider talking to, right? Let me talk to this guy. This guy's business savvy. He owns Amazon warehouse stores and everything. So I'm going to talk to Ricky. All right. Yo. Oh, wait, hold up. Not this one. I'm going to use something similar to what I had before. Okay. Is this helpful at all, by the way? I hope some of you are like, I'm already doing it, which is good. But I hope this is literally how I do the business, right? So I'm going to plug this in. I'm like, bro, how have you been, man? Kind of random. We got to catch up. I haven't talked to him for a little bit. But you're someone I highly regard in so many ways. So I want to share. Not sure if the timing is right for you. Blah, 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 blah. We spoke about various opportunities. Okay. Boom. Okay, cool. So I'm sending it. I didn't die. It's not that bad. He's going to say yes, no, or no response. I love what Tim Sales, or master distributor, says. You can do this drama or no drama. Let's just choose no drama. Just take the emotion out of it. Okay. It's just, we're here to share. Put no drama in the comments below if you're still with me. You don't have to make it crazy. Who cares if they ghost you? Who cares if they say no? Who cares if they give you an objection? The right ones will say yes, because it's up to them to be in their looking zone. The wrong ones will say no. And that's it. But what I do know is this. I don't know who's going to say yes, but I do know I have control of the seed that I sow. And I know that there's laws in this world that are equal to the more seeds you sow, the more you're going to reap. I don't know who, I don't know when, I don't know what, but I know if I talk to 10 people versus 5 people, I'm going to have more people say yes. I know if I talk to 100 people versus 10 people, I'm going to have more people say yes. And I know the numbers. Okay. Let me give it to you one more way. This might help you with just some comprehension. Who here would love the ability to be able, you're willing to fathom creating an extra 6-figure income a year through your business? You're willing to fathom that. Like you're willing to allow that to go into your mind. Maybe you only want 10%, but let's say you want more. I was talking to a prospect today, very successful in what he does. He asked me, what are your numbers? Let me give you the numbers here. Okay. I know that when you send the machine to people, 1 of 5 will put in their email. All right. You send the machine, 1 of 5 will put in their email. Not everyone will. Why? It's up to them. Maybe they actually weren't that serious or whatever. 1 of 5 will put in their email, at least. Out of those, out of 10 people that look at the product presentation, 2 or 3 will buy. You give it some follow-up, 2 or 3 will buy. I also know out of 10 customers, at least 1 of them will be a business partner. Out of 10 customers, at least one will become a business partner. Could be more, but at least one. And I also know that out of 40 partners, one of them will be a six-figure earner. 40 partners, one will be a six-figure earner. If you want to make six figures, here's what you do. You find 2 six-figure earners. That means out of 40 times 2 is 80 partners. You will make a six-figure income. And by the way, it's not just you doing it yourself. It's you and your people and your people and your people. It doesn't have to be just by yourself. But even if it's just by yourself, and that was the game. Okay, I find 80 people to join in the business. They saw the business and they joined it. I know out of that, I'm going to find 2 six-figure earners. That means I make 6 figures. Tell me something else that is as simple to do than this, where you can build a 6-figure recurring annual income within the next 3 to 5 years. That doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. That you can do while you travel. That really you already have your done for you stuff. I don't know of anything else. I don't know of any jobs, many jobs that can actually help you actually retire comfortably with a 6-figure income. Why do I work on this every single day? For a financial standpoint. I know there's nothing more simple and powerful than what it is that we have in our hands. And I know that all we do is we impact and transform other people's lives. But all we have to do is be the best messenger. You now have power in your hands. With the best company in the world, the best comp plan in the world, the best products in the world, the best systems in the world, and the #1 team in the world currently. And I think we're going to hold that for quite a while. If not now, when? If not you, then who? Ball's in your court. We're running to $1 billion. And our team, I've committed personally to be 100 million of that billion. That means we need a lot of $1 million earners. We need a lot of 6-figure earners. We need a lot of 5-figure earners. We need a lot of 4-figure earners. We need a lot of people praying for the product. We need a lot of people being transformed by the products and the business. Where are you going to be? We have the opportunity of a lifetime right now. All right. Other than that, hope that's helpful. Let's run. Super proud of you guys. And we'll see you on the call tomorrow. All right. Feel free to mute yourself. Have a great one. God bless. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks,
This was
James.
fantastic.
Thanks, James.
James.
Thanks.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. God bless.
Hi, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Hey,
Bye.
John.
Thanks, James.
Hello.
See you, Pam.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
#1.
Number
Don't
one.
end it.
Right.
Pradama, it is in the groups. You can take a look at the link there. And I think it's 8 p.m. Central in your time.